I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you?
Da da da. It's like, okay, well, I saw you over there and wanted to know if I could take you to get some boba sometime. Something like that. Figure it out. Say it in the mirror first. I haven't done this in years. I'm married. Okay, but figure out the words that you're gonna say. Say them a bunch. The car in front of the mirror. Don't stumble over you don't want to trip over your words. Make it very direct, short, to the point. Like take you to get some boba sometime. She has nothing to, she now must make a decision.
It is.
All right, you all, listen up. Let's go. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Welcome to another episode of Wisdomteethinger. Today we are reacting to young Don Reborn, formerly known as young Don the Sauce God. He has interrupted one of his lives about talking about Alan Parr. It looked like he was reacting to an Alan Parr video to answer one of his subscribers' question. Don, how should I go about asking this girl for her number? I don't know her from a can of paint, though. All right? And he goes on a 26-minute point-by-point explanation how to get the girl's number. I need some. Yes. How to get the girl's number. How to ask her out. Yes. And even what to do if she doesn't show up for the date. He goes through it blow by blow, and we're going to watch it and react to it together from a woman's perspective. You all know that I am a fan of young Don. I have 3 boys, and they admire him. And so I had to kind of get to know what he's all about. All right, let's go. It's enough of me rambling. Let's see if we can get some. And, if y'all are out there, there's a girl out there that y'all want to talk to, and you want some advice on how to get it done, here it goes. All right, Don, keep it pushing, keep it moving.
It's not my
Okay, yo, Don, how should I go about asking this girl for her number? I don't know her from a can of paint, though. Well, I wouldn't just ask her for her number. If this is a girl you're interested in starting a relationship with, of course, it goes without saying.
We got time today, okay? I'm not speeding it up. We're just gonna watch it. All right, let's go.
No sex outside of wedlock. So I imagine this is a girl that if all things go well, could see yourself marrying in the near future, and that she's a Christian girl and all that. But so assuming all of that, I would not ask her for her number, but ask her if she would care to join you for, some coffee, right? If she wanted to go and get some Jamba Juice or some ice cream or, something like that. Not a...
Keeping it light, the first date. I like that.
Don't take her to get sushi or nothing. You know what I'm saying? No point in spending $40, $50. And it might not even work out. Also, that's, it's too much. So something small, something light, something to just facilitate a conversation, right? That's why drinks are good. But of course, as Christians, I would never recommend you take her somewhere to get alcohol. When I say drinks, I mean, Starbucks,
juice.
Coffee shops, Jamba Juice, a smoothie place, boba. Oh, you have many places like that. Boba is good because boba almost feels like...
He's about to get into bobology too. He's gonna break down how to pick the right boba.
Like you're taking her out to eat, but it's still just getting a drink. It's like a level up from getting just, some coffee or a smoothie, but it's still not, oh, I'm taking her out to eat. It's still very, cheap. You can afford $8. You got her some, you got you some. You know what I mean? So go ahead and yeah, you know, and it's interesting. Do boba. Do boba. If I had to do it all over again with my wife and I was asking her out for the first time to go somewhere, I would take her to get boba.
He's married and they have 2 little girls, if you all don't know. He's from Jamaica too, by the way, and went to school in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, where I went to high school.
That's, you know, I wasn't hip to boba back in my day. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't hip to boba back in my day. So that's really the move right there. That's the move. I just gave you all of you. I just gave you that, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. Boba is the move, bro. For the Christian man trying to take a girl somewhere out, but trying to be cheap, right? Trying to keep the cost low, but it still is like an experience. Especially because you might be introducing her to boba. She might not even know about boba. Although boba is pretty popular these days. Anyway. Yeah, you know. If you don't know what to get there, because you want to know what to get, right? So this is what you get. Get the chai tea. Get the chai tea with the boba. You know, the cassava bits, the boba. I don't want to say it, you know. When you get there, because I know some of you don't know nothing about boba, so I'm trying to help you out, man. When you get there, just so you know what you look like you've been there before. Don't get there like, I don't know what to get. What do you want to get? I don't know what's good. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be Mr. Cool. You feel me? So you get there, and you go there. You get in the chai. I'll never let you down, bro. It's gonna taste good. You're gonna enjoy it, right? And so get the chai tea, right, with the boba. And if they ask, get it regular though. Don't do all kinds of modifications. That's unnecessary. And then if she don't know what to get, just get her a chai tea. She'll like it too. But you know, of course, give her the option to get whatever she wants.
Okay.
And yeah, and then you go, you know, you pull up on a seat and don't chug it, bro, because it tastes good. Don't chug it. You don't want it to done, bro, like in 2 minutes. Okay. So you got to sip, all right? You got to sip, keep it easy, because, again, it's the lubricant for the conversation. Maybe I should have chosen a better word. It's what's facilitating the conversation, man. So, you know, sip.
It's the catalyst for the conversation. It's the side note. It's the seasoning.
Take it slow, you know, allow the conversation to go. And then... don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't get a second one, even if you enjoyed it. Don't get a second one before you go. You know, I mean, you're your own man. Do whatever you want, but I wouldn't get a second one. You know, after it's done, you know, maybe go for a walk or whatever. But to bring it back to your original question, you know, say hi, go introduce yourself. It sounds like you haven't even introduced yourself yet. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Go introduce yourself. Hi, how's it going? I'm so and so, and she's gonna be like, hi. And, you know, just off how she responds to you introducing yourself will tell you everything you need to know. Listen, these women are not stupid. She knows if you go up, a random guy comes up to her and introduces her.
You all see in the comment section. You know, this is young Don. I don't know if let me stop for a second. I don't know if you all know. He had a whole animated channel before he found the Lord Jesus Christ. And I watched it happen to him on his screen, on his streams, day after day. You just saw him really searching for God, and you saw God just moving in him. And so he's like, he used to be young Don, the sauce God, right? So he knows what he's talking about. All right, let's get back to the video.
Herself around her age for no reason. She's already suspicious that you're going to ask her for her number or something like that. So you know, she will put 2 and 2 together. So just by how she responds to you introducing herself will tell you everything you need to know. If you're like, hi, all right, your name is Use Only 41. You're, as we call you, 41. Hey, how's it going? I'm 41. Nice to meet you. If she's like, hi, or if she gives you any weird looks and she just gives you her name, just be like, well, it was nice meeting you, and then go about your business. But if you're like, hi, I'm 41, nice to meet you, and she's like, oh, hi, 41, I'm so-and-so, you know, da-da-da. It's like, okay, well, you know, I saw you over there, and I wanted to know if I could take you to get some boba sometime. You know, something like that. You know, figure it out. Say it in the mirror first. I haven't done this in years. I'm married, okay? But
The way he says boba, something about it sounds intriguing to me.
you know, figure out
It's the Jamaican mixed with a little American accent.
the words that you're going to say. Say them a bunch in the car, in front of the mirror. Don't stumble over you don't want to trip over your words. Make it very direct, short, to the point. Like, take you to get some boba sometime. She has nothing to, she now must make a decision. Okay? It's either yes or no. It's very simple. And then maybe she'll be like, okay. Boom. Just like that. If she's like, no, guess what? First of all, she'll probably won't just be like, no. She'll probably give you some kind of reason. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Or, oh, it's okay. No, thank you. Something like that. Right? She'll tell you something like that. That's fine. It's a very soft rejection. Right? You won't even feel that bad afterwards. You know what I mean? And so if she says no, be like, okay, well, you have a great day. And you keep it pushing. If she says yes, boom. Now you have a reason to
You won't feel that bad. The pain will not last, he says.
Her number. Now you have a reason to ask for her number. You don't want to just ask her for her number. That's weird when you really think about it. Imagine a random person coming up to you and being like, hi, can you please give me some of your personal information? It's kind of like, why? Why? You know, now you have a reason. So if she's like, yes, then you can be like, yeah, okay, cool. Here, pull out your phone. Here, put your number in my phone. That's what you always do. Now you've just made your first command as her husband, right? Because that's the end goal. As a Christian man, you're looking for a wife. You've just given your first instruction for her to obey. They're like, here, put your number in my phone, and then she puts her number in your phone. And then you're like, okay, cool. All right. And you set something up. You know, I is this an entire Riz Academy I'm supposed to be giving right now? Okay. All right. So here's what you do. See,
it is a Riz Academy. It's a Jamaican Christian Riz Academy that you're giving here. And the people are eating it up.
You get the number, right? You get the number. You want to hit her up. Look, you want the date to happen within a week. You want to hit her up 3 days before whenever you're trying to do the date thing. That's what you want to do. You don't want to hit her up today to set up a date for. But here's the thing. When she gives you her number, very shortly after, text her and say, hey, this is 41. That's it, though. This is 41. It was great meeting you. Or something like that. Whatever. It was nice meeting you. Or some whatever. It's just why? Because this now gives, let's say she sees you and really is feeling you. Let's say she really likes you. Now she has everything she needs to contact you, to message you. But let's say she's not like, you know, you didn't sweep her off her feet. And so she's interested, but she's also not like, you know, losing sleep over you. That way you don't try to hound her immediately. It starts to build a little interest. Why? Because she realized, she's like, you're not desperate. You're not hounding her. You didn't just give her number or she didn't just give you her number and all of a sudden you're abusing her number, right? Now you're blowing up her phone and like, oh, what did I get myself into, right? So you give it some breathing room. So let's say you ask her on Sunday, right? You get her number on Sunday or Monday or whatever. You right after, and when I say text her, hey, this is so and so, like you want to do it shortly after, maybe even as you're walking away.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. How did my husband, we met in the church lobby. I just moved to Colorado. I'd gone to one church, another Sabbath, and the third Sabbath, I went to the church that he went in, and I saw him like, why does that boy look like my brother? So I just, after church, I talked to him, but I can't remember how the number thing went. We've been married almost 20 years. I don't remember how it goes. Anyway, back to the Rizzologist. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Right? Maybe even as you're walking away, just so like, hey, this is so and so. This is my number. You can lock me in, and then just leave it at that. Now, if she wants to start a conversation from that point, then cool, have the conversation. But if she just is like, okay, thanks, or doesn't reply, you just leave it alone. All right. So now let's say you're free around the weekend ish, right? You're free around the weekend. So what you would do is hit her up like 3 days before that time range. You hit her up and are like, hey, this is so-and-so. When are you free? When are you free this weekend? Or something like that. When are you free this weekend? You want her to give you her
You don't see that holy Riz. You don't see that right here. That's the holy Riz.
availability. Because you don't want to give her a day and then she tells you, oh, I can't do that day. And then you're like, oh, how about the next day then? Right? You don't want to hit her up and be like, hey, this is so-and-so. Would you like to get boba on Saturday? Or let's get boba on Saturday. And then she's like, oh, I'm busy on Saturday. Now this is bad position for you to be in. Right?
It's like chess. I had no idea all this was happening when guys were asking me out. Man, thank you, Don. I mean, I don't need that information anymore, but, I got 3 boys. Anyway.
Because you want to see her soon, but now you're like, oh, well, I can do Sunday. That's bad, bro. You just told her you have no plans this weekend. You just told her that you've cleared your entire schedule for this girl. It's not a good look, right? So what you do is you find out her availability and then you pick what works best for you. So yeah, I say, hey, this is hey, what's good? When are you free this weekend? Let's go get boba. Oh, I'm free on Saturday afternoon or whatever. Then you're like, if that works for you, and you're like, oh, bet. Then you give her a time. She says she's free Saturday afternoon. Afternoon for most people is like 2 to 7. So you just shoot her.
He's even breaking down afternoonology. 2 to 7 is afternoon, y'all, for most people.
A time in that frame. Okay, let's do this time. She might counter with a different time, and then you just come to an agreement, and then you're like, cool, all right, I'll see you Here's a trick. I'm about to give you some really useful.
You gotta zoom in for this one.
If she's like, where do you want to get boba? Like if she asks you the location, tell her,
okay, it's about to get serious, okay? He's gonna get into the nitty gritty, the fine details. Get your pen, get your pencil. Trust me. He's about to tell you all exactly how it needs to happen. Write it down. This is a playbook, guys. This is a masterclass that Don is putting on here. All right. Okay. All right. Back to the game. Here we go. Going to get back to it. Here we go. All right, Don. Sorry.
I'll let you know. Right? Tell her I'll let you know, or it's a surprise, or don't even say it's a surprise. You might fumble that. Just tell her, oh, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know. Why? Why do you want to do this? This is everything I'm telling you is safeguards. It's safeguards. There's a chance that, she'll be texting you every day. She's so happy you asked her for your number. What I'm saying? I'm preparing you for like elite level strategy here.
Masterclass.
Okay? All right. So you tell her, I'll let you know. Why is that? Because if you tell her where and when, then on the day of the date, you have to text her and be like, are we still on for this time? That's not a good look. Now, again, these things that I'm saying, it's not a good look. If a girl likes you, you can make a ton of mistakes and it's still going to work because she likes you. I'm trying to give you game here, okay?
I don't know if y'all are wondering. So he animates during his live. He's working on animations, and he also has videos playing in the background. This is in the middle of a reaction that he's watching kind of in the background and animate, and people will just pop up questions for him to answer because, people like young Don and likes his advice. He's a Christian man that's living a good life. And so the user only 41 stopped the live to get this Rizzologist because Don was like, yeah, I got to help this all young men out.
This way you don't have to ask her on the day of, are we still on for so-and-so? Why? Because on the day of is when you will send her the thing, like in the morning. So you said, all right, you texted her 3 days ago, let's go get boba Saturday afternoon, 5:00, right? You are going to text her at like 10, 11 a.m., the location of the boba spot, and be like, does this work for you? You ask her if this place works for you. Now, what will that do? You're killing multiple birds with one stone. One, in the instance it's a place she doesn't want to go, you have plenty of time to like find a different spot. If it's too out of the way for her or whatever, right? She has plenty of time. And it's just boba. It's nothing serious. It's nothing she can get the location the day of, right? But two, if she was gonna flake, she's not gonna respond. Do you understand? If she was gonna flake, if she changed her mind or whatever, she's not gonna respond. And so cool. Boom. It's gone. Like a bird. It's gone. Just let it go, bro. It's done. I mean, there are things that could happen after that, but this is too much now. But if she's gonna show up, she'll be like, yeah, smiley face. And she probably won't even use an emoji. Because this is how girls are weird like this, right? She'll probably use like the dots and the parentheses. Yeah, or yep, or with that smile. And then now you're on. Now you're on, bro. And now it's just faith. You do not hit this girl up an hour before and ask her, are you coming or anything like that. Just go. Just go and show up. And I'm talking about even if it's 5 minutes before you said that y'all were going to show up and she still has not given you any indication, oh, I'm on my way, or oh, I'm almost there, do not say anything. Then She's gonna show up. She's gonna show up. Now let's say she doesn't show up. All right. So one of three things will happen. Either she'll show up late, or she won't show up. These are the only three things that can happen. So if she shows up, well, boom, you're welcome. Get the chai tea, sit down, shoot the breeze, talk about her mostly, ask her questions about herself, let her do most of the talking, and then that's date number 1 down in the bag. Good job. Let's say she shows up late. Well, it depends on how late. Personally, I wouldn't wait longer. First of all, if she's showing up late, but she is going to show up, she will most likely text you that she's running late. So you know she's going to show up. You know she's just running late. She'll probably text you like, oh, she left. She'll either text you when she's already on her way and she can see in the GPS she's going to get there late. Or she'll text you like 5 minutes before, hey, I'm running late, da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. Here's the thing. If she shows up late, you have to check her. And it's awkward, bro. It's awkward in the sense of you don't want to. You want to just let it slide and just like, but you have to check her. Because if you don't, she's going to think that she can just walk all over you. She's going to think you're soft. She might not even think it consciously. It'll just be a subconscious thing. Because your time is not important. She can just show up late and that's fine. So how do you check her? When she shows up, just say, you're late. That's it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge that she's late. So when she shows up and you're like, just be like, and don't be all like, you're late. Don't be sad or mad, but just be like stoic, you know, you're late. And then she's gonna be like, she's probably never heard a guy say that to her in her entire life, bro. She's probably never been in that situation. She's gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I know I was just in the traffic and then the burp. She's probably never heard a man say that to her before. She's gonna be shocked. And then you'd be like, she's just gonna say some stupid stuff. Like, and then you're gonna be like, just be like, it's okay. It's okay. And then you go inside. Just be like, yeah, it's okay. You know. Say, I mean, it's something you figure out over time. You'll feel it, right? You might just be able, if she says, I'm sorry and all that and da-da-da, you can just be like, just brush it off. Just, okay, it's okay. Just think about how you would feel if the tables were reversed. You're showing up somewhere and you show up late and someone's like, you're late. And then you're like, my bad, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, it's okay. And then a person's like, it's okay, it's okay. It just does just enough, bro. It just does just enough. It usually does just enough. You can figure out if you want to add more on top of that. I've said more in the past, but it's like, you gotta really read the room, bro. You don't want to push it too far. Anyway, so she's late. You checked her. You go inside. You have a great time. Boom. That's great. Okay, that's cool. All right. One of the three things, though, is that she might not show up. She might not show up. She might flake. If she flakes, do not text her. Do not message her. Don't be like, where you at? When you get here's what you do. 15 minutes goes by.
Don't do it. Do not text. Don't do nothing.
Right? I feel like beyond 15 minutes, you cannot stay. If she shows up there 30 minutes later and you're still there, that's bad. And she didn't message you or nothing, bro, that's bad. You feel me? That's bad. She's not showing up, bro. 30 minutes.
Simping ain't easy. If you are still sitting there hours later, she ain't call you, she ain't text you, I'm letting you know, as a girl, I'm not interested. I have better manners than that. I'm not just gonna leave somebody hanging. I'd be just like, I just can't. That's ghosting, right? That's the term y'all young folks use. Yeah, that's not nice.
minutes late. So look, you show up. She shows up. She don't show up. 15 minutes. You order your chai tea. You get yourself a chai tea. It's delicious, and then you go home, bro. And you don't message her. You don't say anything. Here's what will happen. She probably expects you to message her. When she sees you don't message her, she's probably going to text you, and she's probably going to lie. She's probably going to lie and tell you some dumb reason why she couldn't make it and why she couldn't text you, right? My wife just got home with my babies, so, don't mind the crying. And then, you know what? If she flakes, bro, just cut that, bro. Don't even bother with that. Because if this was like, we're Christian men. If we weren't Christian men, I would tell you how to navigate it beyond this. But it's not. Because this is not a woman that's marriage material. If that's how she's acting on date number one, you know what I'm saying? In the past, I would have given you different advice because now the objective is different. But we're not after that. We're looking for.
Do we need to spell out what the objective used to be? You all know what the objective used to be. Now you're dating for marriage. That's important. You don't want to get yourself caught up in the wrong situation. Then you end up with kids when you didn't want to have kids, end up with diseases when you didn't. It's a whole mess. Date for marriage. All right, let's keep it going. I'll do a whole video on dating at some point.
For a wife, right? And so that's it. You just cut your you just cut your losses and move on, bro. Keep it pushing. And when you see her, wherever you've met this girl that you see her, smile and wave, bro. Don't be petty. Don't be sour. Nothing. It was nothing for you. It was nothing to you. It was her loss. That's how you feel. It was her loss. Smile, and if she tries to, she might have Jezebel spirit in her, and so she might want to actually try again. But don't give her another chance. I wouldn't, personally.
Flag on the play. Nope.
Yeah, bro. So that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything you need right there to facilitate the approach, the setup, coordinating, what to do if she's late, and what to do if she flakes. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure to send me the invite to the wedding. That's all I'm saying. Don, but what do you ask her? When do you ask her what's her opinion on salvation and the Trinity? Yeah. Copy. Appreciate it, my G. Yes, sir.
That was good. Listen, golden advice. He wrote the book out for you all. If you all fumble that, I don't know what to tell you. I saw this video. I thought it would be great for you all to watch that. I put the full video in the comment section. You don't have to deal with my commentary if you just want to watch it straight. What is it? Asala. Let me show you whose YouTube channel this is. Let's see. Asala. Yeah, Asala. He clipped part of Don's live and put it up there for you all. Okay, listen, I'm out until, don't forget tomorrow, we are going to be getting to know Tyler. I did say it was going to be Pink Pantress, but Tyler is hot right now, and I figure we might as well ride that wave for a little bit at least, and we'll do Pink Pantress next week. All right, guys, we're out. Until next time, you all know how it is. You all know the deal. Take care.
Get your mind right and your body tight.
See y'all later.
Get your
Have a good
mind
evening.
Right